Hey everyone, I have a really quick word that I wanted to share with you all, and I pray it's a blessing for you. I don't have my laptop and stuff in front of me, so I'm just going to flow today. I want to talk to you guys about what I've been going through and what God's been showing me when it comes to relationships. So, sometimes we can get in different, whether it's friendships, those of you who are single, dating, it could be dating relationships or even marital relationships. But one of the things God's been showing me about relationships is that I can pray, right? And this is just my personal experience. So I'll maybe have a friendship and I'll pray about it like, Lord, maybe I had a bad experience with this person or several bad experiences. And sometimes we even kind of know on our own if we should still be in those relationships, but we still want to pray about it, maybe for clarity or sometimes we just know, but we don't always want to listen to that. So we just wait and pray on it. And so for me, just the relationship in general and just praying about it and saying, well, like, Lord, I don't know if this is the relationship you want me to be in. Can you show me your will? Can you show me if this is from you, if this is for you, or if it's going to work out, or all of these things that, we tend to pray for in relationship. And so for me personally, let's say a friendship, I was just praying and praying and praying. And every time I would pray, I felt I didn't get an answer. And so I was getting frustrated. Like, I don't understand. Do you hear me? I mean, you're answering everybody else's prayers. Surely you hear me talking about this one prayer. And so consistently praying, like, is this for me? Is this for me? Is this for me? And then on top of that, every time I would pray about that, I would hear God, respond back with something about me, and not in a sense of like, oh, you're wrong about this or you're that, but it would be like, my purpose, like, this is what I've created you for, or this is who I've created you to be, or this is, how I want you to carry yourself, how I want you to protect your heart. And so I would get so frustrated because here I am coming to you, praying to you, asking you if this relationship is for me, if this friendship is for me, or whatever it is. For some of you, it could be the marriage, it could be, the engagement relationship, it could be the dating relationship, it could be a friendship, a family member relationship, it can be any of those. And when we're in those places of just praying and praying and saying like, Lord, is this for me, is it not for me, especially when they're not good for us, when they're abusive relationships, and relationships that tear us down mentally and physically and emotionally, we still tend to pray about those things. I know I'm guilty of that myself, and pray over those relationships because, again, we don't know. And sometimes, if you're like me, you're always thinking it could be me, I could be wrong, I don't want to be wrong, all of these thoughts. And so this relationship in particular, I was just praying about and praying about. And every time I was praying, I would get the same type of response from God. He would just continue to tell me about me, what I was worth, who he saw me as, how I was his daughter, just continuously speaking worth into me, continuously speaking value into me, continuously reminding me of his words over me, continuously pouring purpose. This is what I've created you for. This is what I want you to do. And I remember getting so frustrated one day. This literally actually was a couple of days ago. Just getting so frustrated and just being like, what is going on? Why won't you just answer this question of, should I be this person's friend or not? Or should I be in a relationship with this person or not? Or should I be in this marriage or not? Those are the different categories, but just praying like, yes or no. It's a simple question, Lord. Yes or no. Tell me to leave. Tell me to stay. Tell me to talk to this person. Tell me not to talk to this person. Tell me to let this person go. Tell me not to let. It's simple, Lord. I need a yes or no answer. Why do you keep coming to me when I'm asking you a simple thing? Why do you keep coming to me and telling me about my worth? Telling me this, telling me, who you've created me to be. I'm thankful for those things, but it's not answering my question of, do I need to be in communication with this person? I just need to know, is this a good friend? Is it not a good friend? Is this a good boyfriend? Is it not a good boyfriend? Is this a good marital relationship? Is it not a good marital relationship? All of those things. And I remember God responding to me with, the issue is not the relationship. The issue is your worth. And if I can get you to really see my worth, see your worth the way that I want you to see it, if I can get you to really see Amber as I desire you, as I created you to be, Amber, if I could really get you to know who you are and your purpose and what I created you for, then everything else will be easy for you, because you know that if I want you to prosper, if I've come so you can have life and have it more abundantly, then if that relationship is not in alignment with my word over you, then that is not a relationship for you. If I told you, you know, that Amber, you're beautiful, and Amber, you're amazing, and Amber, you're an awesome friend, and you're an awesome wife, and you're, you know, an awesome daughter, and you're all of these things, if anything comes and contradicts that, or any relationship comes and contradicts what I've spoken over your life, I want you to know that relationship is not for you. I don't want you to continue to come to me for every single relationship saying, Lord, tell me yes or tell me no. Is Susie supposed to be my friend? Is Julie supposed to be my friend? Is Bob supposed to be my boyfriend? Is Joe's supposed to be my husband? I don't want you to continue to ask me that. What I want is to give you a standard of your worth that I want you to walk in. And as you walk in that standard, it'll be easier for you to say, well, Julie is not in alignment with who God has already told me that I am. With the way she treats me, the way she handles friendship, the way she handles relationship is not the way that God has told me that he intends for me to be in relationship. So I know that's not for me. You know, the way Joe is as a husband, he talks down on me, he mistreats me, he abuses me, he's demeaning, he's demanding, he is not faithful, you know, all of these things. And I know that God told me that I'm supposed to have a loving husband, and I'm supposed to have these things, and he's told me my worth, and he's told me, you know, my value, and he's told me my purpose. And none of these things, none of these ways Joe is treating me aligns with what God said that I was worth, or who God said that I was, or my value, or any of these things. And so that's what I'm learning, you know, instead of praying over the relationship, instead of praying, you know, Lord, show me, should I talk to this person? Should I not talk? Should I date this person? Should I not? Let's start praying, Lord, show me my worth. Show me my value. Allow me to see myself as you see me, so that I can walk in that. So I can evaluate all of my relationships and everyone I come across based off of those things, and decide who I'm going to keep in my life close to me, and who I'm not, based off of what you say about me. So, you know, it's I don't want to get off track, but basically, guys, it's really, that's what it boils down to. At least for me, again, I can only speak from my experience, but I just was getting so frustrated with God, because I've been praying this thing for months, maybe years, the same things, like, Lord, what about this relationship? And what about this relationship? And what about this? What about this? And every time God was responding the same way. Like, Amber, this is what I want you to do. This is I want you to get your journal and journal this. This is who I've created you for. I want you to start setting boundaries. I want you to start doing. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's good, and I'm thankful, but what about what I asked you for? This is easy. You're all knowing. You see it all. It's simple, Lord. Like, just let me know. And that's when he finally revealed to me what I was just sharing with you guys. And so I believe God wants to do the same thing for you. God, you know, he wants to show you who he's created you to be. He wants to show you your worth. He wants to show you your value. He wants to show you that you're not to be a doormat. He wants to show you that he created you to prosper. He created you to move in wisdom, to have guidance. He created you to be loved. He created you to be nurtured, that he created you with the beauty, you know, all of the beauty that you have. He created you perfectly for his purpose. And he wants to use that, and he wants you to walk in that. And it's okay if nobody else sees it but you, because there are going to be seasons in your life when you are the only one who sees what God has shown you about your worth. And that's okay. You still walk in it. You still walk with God and what God has shown you. You still walk in what God has created you for. And even if no one else sees it, you still believe it over your life. And if no one else aligns with that, then I would really reevaluate those relationships. We've got to stop staying in these relationships that hurt us, that tear us down, that keep us from walking in the calling that God has called us to walk in, out of fear or out of, feeling like we're going to be rejected or feeling like we're going to be judged. It does not matter, because I am who God said that I am. And you don't have to agree with me, and you don't have to stand in this with me, but I am who God said that I am, and I'm going to walk in that. And I can love you from a distance, but we can no longer have this relationship anymore moving forward, because you don't see me the way that God sees me, and you don't see me the way that I'm learning to see myself. And I really believe, guys, this is the way that we should start moving forward in relationship. Don't let anyone try to manipulate you in staying in relationships. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is that tear you down, that take from you, that rob from you, that steal from you, that destroy worth in you, that kill value in you, that destroys purpose in you, that disconnects you from your relationship with God. Do not allow anyone to speak into you or to have you thinking that you should stay in these relationships. I promise you that you are worth more than that. I promise you that God has better plans for that, for you in your life. I promise that God didn't create you to be used and abused and tormented and manipulated. He didn't create you to be cheated on. He didn't create you to allow someone to talk down on you. He didn't create you for any of that, to be abused. All of that. God created you to be full of joy, His love, His peace, prosperity, blessings, all of these things. So my prayer for you is just that you all would be encouraged to reevaluate your relationships, to go back to God and say, hey, I know I've been praying about whether you wanted me to stay in this relationship or this marriage or this friendship, or I've been praying if, I need to go in a season of disconnect with my mother because it's toxic, it's unhealthy, or with my father or with my sister or with my brother. I know I've been praying about that, but Lord, instead of that, can you give me worth? Can you show me who you've created me to be? Can you give me purpose so I can have a standard of how I'm judging the relationships in my life? So guys, I pray that this was a blessing for you. I know it's a little different than the content I posted on my page, but be blessed, guys. Love you.